what? Library files. Understand the difference between a programming language and Java and Pega. See, trying to compare with always Java and Pega. See, because we are application which are built on Java only internally. So the Pega is always convert from Java coding to a Pega. So here we are the developer, we not write any code, but the Pega will understand, okay, this is the class, and internally it's converting into the Java code. So that is what we need to understand. In Java we have its own library files. We are also, we can create our own library files, and Java also, it will provide its own library files from the API. So from that we have to reuse in your class that library files which are provided from Java API, and you can implement based on your requirement, right? So this is what to be happen in Java. In Pega, this facility, how we can achieve it. So that is what we need to understand. Base classes is coming to the approach. The base class is nothing but data dash, work dash, okay, system dash.
Int.
There are many, nearly 30.
Implication dash.
Okay, so this is what, see, trying to understand the class behavior. Okay, the class behavior is depend upon the extension of the class. You understand my point? The class behavior is depend upon the extension of its a base class, it's a parent class. Okay, the child class is behaving like how? So depend upon the its a parent. Okay, so that is what,
Okay.
when our class is extend work class, when our class is extend work class, our class is behaving like what? A work class. Our class is extending data class, then our class is behaving like what? Data class.
Data class.
So this is what the important thing. Always think how Java can be implemented in Pega. So this is what completely, then you can understand. This is you will understand the better if you convert like that. Okay, so this is what to be happen generally. Okay, so now coming to the point, see how, what are the rules and what is the data. Actually this is not explained, but you should know before that. I'm just know whether you know or not. So coming to the point, rule. So what is the rule? How are you calling this is a rule? We are calling as a section, some sample example. Okay, activity. This is we are calling as a rule. So why, first of all, why do we need to, this is a call or this is a rule? Why do we need to call as a rule? Yeah, Jyoti, Ramya answer na.
It is performing some behavior functionality. Some
See, when you create an activity, when you create a section, which are instances of what? Rule obj section, rule obj
yeah.
activity.
Obviously.
See, which are instances of what? That classes only. See, ultimately their classes is what? Rule obj section, right? See what happened here? This
Yeah.
is the class which have the instances that you are using in your application, and if the class is the behavior is what? Extension of what? Rule dash,
Oh
right?
gosh.
And that is what we are calling as a rules rule. All the rules which have the class are extension of what? Rule dash. So that is the reason we are calling as the rules. because that base class is extension of what? Rule dash. Okay. See, coming to the
Okay.
point, in Pega, all are not rules. What are those not all rules? So let me say,
Data instances.
yes, if we say operator, when you create an operator, does it operator is a rule or it's a data?
It's a data instance.
Have you said this is a data instance?
Yes.
Have you said it is a data?
Because it is static. It is not performing any behavior or something. It is just an, uh,
Sorry,
you can say that storing some data kind of a thing.
It's an instance of data class.
is always this data instances. It doesn't have the what version, rule set version. Just you see, while you create, just click on here, operator. So you have to differences, right? Just know before we're going to be start this. See, this is not you have seen any rule set. You just seen the rule set, but there's no versioning. When you will see the versions, but only for business rules. That is only for the rules, not for data. So when you do create or when you do save as, while it is creating, it doesn't ask you what. So then you can understand this is the data, just a data. Okay. So while you create a rule, it asks you the rule is belongs to the what class, the rule is belongs to the what rule set, then the rule is related to the what application layer, and that the rule set version. So these many things they will consider internally. The background is what is called rule resolution will be identified based on that. So but coming to the data, it doesn't require. This is just instances. That's it. Okay. So that's what. So operator ID is what? Is it instance of what class? Okay. Data dash, skimming dash, operator.
Operator.
Okay. This is what? Okay, class. This is the instance now. Operator ID. Okay. So that is what this need to be understood. Okay. So then once you create an application, then open your application definition. So what is the topics that we have to discuss? Okay. Okay. See, first of all, when you create the application which are built on is showing like that. So this is what that application. Well, this is our application and application definition, and it's showing that the rules stack. Okay. So need to understand the rules stack. Okay. So they have the prerequisite. Okay. So it's a depend upon. Okay. So this prerequisite, how it will be applied, that is we'll see now. And so mostly you will see this to go to advance it. You can see one production rule set. So what is this, the production rule set? And that is what we'll be going to cover today. So yesterday that we have discussed like the class structure and how to create the application and all. Then today that we are going to see that how to create the versions. So first of all, we need to understand why do we need to create the versions. Okay, so Pega itself, it have the option is what, build for change. We are always accept to ready to change in future. So that is what the given with application versioning. Okay, so whenever we are update, okay, so it always keep changing the versions. So suppose if we have the application which have the version o1, okay, in the application rule set is considered is what, so mainly major version and minor version, right? So here, so you are giving the access to a operator. Okay, that operator have the access, then operator is trying to be logged in. So based on the application, the version will be given. Okay, suppose you are given o2, okay, o5 only, okay, able that the user have the get access from these only. Okay, just be we can restrict that operator. So by using what, the application versioning is a kind of like that. Okay, see, just we see. And coming to the production rule set, the production rule set, suppose we have the delegation rules. It's nothing but in real time, the user doesn't require any technical knowledge, but they can change the code. We'll give that access to change the code. That is the reason we'll keep some rules in the production rule set. This production rule set is what, unlocked rule sets. This unlocked rule set, they can have the option to change whatever they want. Suppose we are delegated decision rules, okay, reports, okay. So what happened, they are used to change the code little bit. Okay, so that is what to be happen by using the production rule set. Okay, generally in the real time we have one unlock rule set, okay, one production rule set, and that is what we are using to give the delegate to the business users. That is what production rule sets, okay, using for customization in the real time, okay, at production level. And coming to the application rule sets, these are all the application rule sets which have the prerequisite. Okay, suppose I have the first yesterday we have seen that application layered approach, right? Every layer which have the one or two, okay, rule sets. So we need to understand one application which may contain multiple rule sets. Okay, one application which may contain multiple rule sets. Okay, and one application which is the built on multiple layers. Okay, enterprise layer. Okay, suppose it's a framework enterprise layer. Okay, it just should be like that. There are number of say depend upon. Suppose you will take Pega product, just like that, Pega product, like that. Okay, see, every layer and every application which have its own rule sets. Okay, see, coming to which are built on, okay, so automatically it's adding here. Okay, so we can reuse it. It won't be add, but you can reuse it whenever you want. So from this rules is, so this is what to be happen internally. So that is what we'll see here. Okay, so this is what, once we created what, this is what top level in the rules stack, which is the top rules stack. So from here, whatever the rules we are created directly, that we can use here. Okay, whatever the rules we created will be saved into these rules. So also we can save into these rules. So we can reuse this from int rules to here. Okay, from here, this is the it's coming from, okay, top to bottom approach. Okay, so from here to we can use here. like that. From here to you can use at here. So if you remove this rule set from the rule set stack, it will show immediately the rule set. It is a prerequisite. It's removed. Okay, please add here. It will be shown like that. Okay, so that is the reason we manually maintain the rule set stack for every application. Okay, so so we need to understand another thing: versioning, application versioning. We have the two types of application versioning. Okay, so one is we can, okay, versioning, application versioning. So one is uh, lock lock and save or roll. Okay, another one is what, skimming. Have any idea on skimming? See, this is a little differences that you see here. Lock and roll. See,
Skimming is when we are doing it for a major or a minor version.
minor, exactly,
Locking
exactly.
in is for the patches version.
Yes, you are correct. The thing is that while we do the versioning, what happen if you do the versioning? So and save and roll. See here, suppose I have the rule set. Okay, the rule set which have the 0 1 1. Okay, 1. Okay, so when I do save, lock and save, and okay, lock and roll, so at that time also I can create what, the O1 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 and just go to O2. So this is the major version, this is the minor version, this is the patch version. Okay, which have continuously how much, up to 99. All it's have the limit up to 99. Okay, this is a major, minor and patch version. The patch version, suppose we have the small changes. Okay, small changes, that is what entirely that we do on the patch version. Okay, so in this case what happen, it will be create only empty rule set, empty version. Okay, this version while it is created, it doesn't have any rules in this version. Okay, so that is what it's just create only empty one. But coming to the skimming, we can do major skimming, major and minor. Okay, major and minor. See here, the major and minor will be happen like, it will be copying that. Suppose when you do the skimming, okay, so I have the application. Just for 1 minute. This major and minor will do. Suppose I have the rule set. Okay, have the rule set which have the rules. Have the rules like, rules in rule set version 06, uh, 04 and 01. Okay, then up to 06. Okay, then 04 and 25, 24, whatever it. Okay, then if I do what, major skimming. Okay, so while I do the major skimming, what will happen? So major is what? First one. So ultimately it will be change 07, okay, 01, 01. Trying to understand, it will be copy the rules from here to here. It will be copy. Suppose I have created section in 04, okay, here the multiple times I create a section, the rule, okay, from here it will be copy that rule which are applicable from the highest rule set, copying to here to into this rule set version. You getting my point?
Uh, if we are having one scenario that I have created one section in 006, 04, or 02, and again some modifications came and I created it in 06, 04, 10. So will it copy both, or it will copy only the one that is present in 06, 04, 10?
Which is the
The
applicable
highest one
from
it
the
will
highest
copy.
rule set? Apart from that, which is the applicable from the highest rule set, that one will be copied.
Okay, so only
Yes.
060410 will be copied because it is the highest one, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay,
That
so
is.
one rule, uh, like if we are having multiple versions, the highest version for each and every rule would be copied.
Yes. Which are applicable to copy, then it will be copied. Because it's already it's have the multiple copies, right? Sorry?
That's what I was saying. Na? So the highest copy will be copied.
Yes, yes.
In
Which
any,
one?
okay,
Yeah, you can tell, yeah.
okay. Which one is available, right? Availability should also better, right?
Yes, available also be considered. That I will explain after this. Okay. So here, from here, I have the multiple copies. I have the rules which have the multiple copies. Okay, which have in okay 01, which have in 04, 24, 23. Okay, I have the many. But from here, it will be copy which one is main applicable. Okay, so that is will be copy into the this rules. This version. This is what I am doing. Major skimming. Okay, the same thing, the rule set we have. Okay, rule set 06, and same I will taking 04 and 01 to 06 and 04 and 24. This is what? Minor skimming. So in this case, what happen if I do the minor skimming? Okay, so now tell me what will happen in the minor skimming. So what is the rule set version?
Zero
Zero
six
six zero
zero
five
five
zero one zero
Yes.
one.
That's it, yeah, that's it. 0501. Got it right, all of you? Suppose we will talk about availability. We have the availability, right? So what are the availabilities we have? Available, okay, no,
Not
Not
available.
available.
mm,
Final. Blocked. Withdrawn.
final,
Blocked.
block, withdrawn, and last. So available, which are available automatically, it's going to be capping for major skimming. Okay, for major skimming, it will be allowed. No, major is yes. Okay, be the values here like major and minor. Okay, but here at minor, yes, we can do. We can do skimming. Coming here, availability for major, No, we can't. Okay, skim it. It will be filtered out. Okay, and coming to the final. Final. Okay, we can do this. This is only the one rule, right? Final. We can do it. And sorry, it's a yes. It's a yes. Final. Also yes. Coming to withdrawn. So now tell me, withdrawn which is not applicable for major rule set. Major rule set with the skimming, it won't be allow the withdrawn rules. So it's a no. Coming to the minor, yes, it is allowing. The minor which is allowing withdrawn rules also.
Why why is it so that it is allowing for minor and not allowing for major? Any reason, any technical reason?
The technical reason is not much. Um, I'm not sure much, but it will be allowing is internally. Um, this is not doesn't not, but what happened? It's not clear, but it will allowing that. See what happened? They were given they are uh, implemented functionality like that. So that is the reason
Okay.
we don't have the proper reason. That is what will happen like that. So we can reuse that rules in minor rule set. So majorly what happened? It is using that the major changes. Not many major changes. Suppose there is a 0 1. Okay, see here there are number of rules will be there up to the minor is what happened is up to 0 1 to 99, right? So here
Mm.
if you use the withdrawn from here, okay, from the withdrawn, it will be allowing like see what happened. This is the major rule set, this is the minor rule set. Suppose you have withdrawn here at 70. Okay, see after the 70 you don't have any rules. This is the major one, I mean this is the final one, which is this is already in withdrawn. Okay, so in those cases they were given that option which is also be withdrawn it here. See what happened if you do the withdrawn have the functionality, right? Withdrawn have the functionality. What is the withdrawn have the functionality? So what is the major difference between withdrawn and block? Withdrawn, we have the
No, no.
option to be withdrawn to the particular version and particular class. My point, if you do the withdrawn, it is not much impact on just you getting my point. The withdrawn can allow the rule from another rule set from another class.
Mm.
Can you please unmute? I'm getting noise. So trying to understand here, if I did withdrawn for 70, I have the rule that is only for 70. From the 71 72, it doesn't have uh, the rules. Up to 70 I have the okay, 0 1 to 0 70 I have the okay, I have some rules. So I have the section activity whatever. But here I did withdrawn here. But the withdrawn allow have the functionality to allow the rule from the another class or another rule set. You getting my point? You know the major differences between withdrawn and black, right? Withdrawn have one functionality among these all. So not this all from compared to block. Suppose it is a blocked. Blocked, it doesn't allow from another class and another rule set. It's completely blocked immediately through an error. Okay, so that is what it doesn't have an impact for minor skimming, minor rule set. So that is what it's allowing. Okay, even though it is withdrawn, it will be picked from another rule set, another class. You getting my point, Sweta?
Yes, yes. Got it.
Is it clear? So it won't be
Yeah.
impact. It will be, the differences between withdrawn and blockout, right? So withdrawn,
Yeah.
it will immediately throw an error. Whatever, if you, instead of it is withdrawn, right? It is blocked, right? Immediately throw an error. Instead of use that rule. Why? Because the blocked, it doesn't allow to pick from another class, pick from parent class, or else from its a rule set, another rule set. It doesn't allow to take the rule, pick the rule. So immediately throw an error message. But if you do the withdrawn, it will be allowed to use another class or another rule set version, another rule set. Okay, so that is the reason it is allowing for this minor changes. Minor changes, it doesn't impact on it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And coming to the blocked, yes, it's allowing. Both are, it's have the functionality allowed. Okay. So this is what the skimming to be happen in this place. Okay. Now we understand, right? So major skimming and minor skimming. Okay. So now coming to uh, the rule sets. Okay. The rule set is what's the rule set is nothing but application rules. Application rules is what? Application rules. So what are the application rules? Application that you have seen, right? Here. Okay. Application level. Every application which have some different rules, right? Int application, SBI India, SBI int, or like that. Okay, that is coming under what? Application rules. And coming to the production rules. Okay. Production rules. What is the production rules? Delegated. We have one unlock rule set, production rule set, which are used to delegate to the business user to change it at production level at runtime. So that is what production level rule set, production rule sets. Is it clear up to the topic to discuss? All of you have any doubts, or it's not? It's not clear any point of time. It's not any topic to discuss again. So because before you creating the application, before we are working as any application, such business logic, so these things we should know. So how, okay, we can, okay, reuse, or so what in the real time what happen, we are always use different versions, okay, different layers, the rules we are using from the different layers, so we need to understand. So the how we are create application and manage rules and rule sets. Okay, so this is what. Have any doubts, all of you? Is it clear?
Clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
We have two types of validation. Okay, one is application level validation and rule set validation. This is second. Okay, here application validation and rule set validation. Previously we have only the rule set validation. Now in 7 we have the application level validation. Differences between application level validation and ruleset validation. Okay, this application level validation, we are using all the application ruleset. Okay, when you click on this application level validation, okay, we can reuse it. I mean there is no need to be mentioned prerequisite. Suppose just click on it here, just expand here, automatically the prerequisite for this rule have the prerequisite here. But coming to the application rule set, it doesn't have the prerequisite. All the application SBI India. Okay, this is what application. In this application we have the rules. All the rules we can use it. We not give the prerequisite for this rule set. We not mention prerequisite for this rule set, because in this application all the rules you can reuse it here. We can reuse into this rule set. See, suppose in the real time while you are working, you create sometime rules, or else already created rules you are trying to use into your rule set. So immediately that error is thrown, what the rule is not okay, not allowed based on prerequisite, right? So it will be throw some error. It doesn't allow to use the rule into your rule set. So why? Because we should have the prerequisite. Okay, so that is what, if you give the application level validation, so immediate it will be allowed in your application, which is allow all the rules set. Okay, and coming to the validation. Okay, application is nothing but combination of rule sets. Okay, in the application we have the common number of rule sets. When you give that application level validation, in all the application we can use it. In all the application, sorry, in the application whatever the okay, the rules sets we have, we can use it. Okay, it doesn't ask you for prerequisite. But when you go for the rule set validation, you must and should we have to mention, okay, prerequisites here. Got it my point? To be clear all of you, this point. So before that, sorry, I think it's missed, right? I missed one little topic before skimming that we'll see. So click on here. So while I'm creating, okay, it asking to create new version. So this is a new version which asking what? Create a new version. So click on to create. This is just empty rule set, it doesn't have the rules. Okay, so from here we are used to lock it. How we can lock it? Okay, so click on here and just lock it. Okay, click on lock and give the lock and confirm password and just lock it. See what happened if you lock the rule? The rule, we cannot be create the rule. We cannot delete the, okay, we cannot update and delete it. Whatever the rules into the rule set. The rule set is nothing but is combination of rules. It's a container of rules. You getting that what I'm telling? All of you. Is it clear from your end? So come into the application and structure. You know what? There is a be tool and validation. Okay, this is what the validation that we see. Are you clear in this point? This topic. So let we see. So when you do the lock, okay, it will be locked. So how can we lock the rule set? and its version. Okay, open your rule set. Okay, and coming here and just lock and save it. It will be locked. So until we unlock, we cannot update and delete the rules from that version. Okay.
Suppose if we forgot the password, then how can we unlock this one? Hello.
See, that is the case. We can access the database and we can check it.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So whatever you
These
have
records
done,
also save in database, right?
yes, entirely. It's a whatever
Okay.
you create, whatever update, it will be saved in the database only. I will show you the
To
table
which
and all.
class? Oh,
Um,
okay.
there is a system lock. There is a table is there. It will be there. That I will explain. Okay. So we have the database concept. So I will show you there. Okay. So that is what we can do it. I have so much cold because I'm getting so much cough. See, so are you clear all this concept? As of now, have any doubt? Major skimming, minor skimming, and the classes. Okay.
Recently, what you did creating a new version was a lock and roll. Can you just show the wizard from where we can do skimming as well,
Skimming that I will tell
and
you.
how
Yeah.
we can do
So
skimming?
this is what. Yeah, I will show you that. Okay. The same thing. Okay. So while we create a version here, it doesn't copy from here, just to create an empty rule set. From the empty rule set that we are using to create new, okay, create new rules or update into this version. This is what we have to do as manual. But when when we'll do the skimming, go to the system, refactor, and rule sets, click on it. So what is the configuration? Go to the system, refactor, and rule set. Okay, from here we have to select. Okay, copy and merge and delete the rule set and skim a rule set. Click on it. It's showing two. One is a major, one is a minor. You can select what is the rule set we are going to do, and up to the major or minor, whatever it. Okay. So currently we don't have the another rule set, right? We have only the 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So that is what it's asking. So we are using to 0 2 and skim it. So once you click on it, it starts skimming, copying that from here to here. Start the version, end the version, and copying to where? Into this new version. Okay, just like that.
Okay.
And also we can do the minus skimming. Okay, the same thing. So you can have to select from start version, end the version, and just skim it all the from the start to ending, and what are the applicable rules will be copying onto the new reset version, and that's it. So this is what generally to be happen to major skim and minor skim. It's a very simple. You have to select the versions and just skim it. That's it. Click on skim. Entirely it will take care by Pega. We haven't do anything. Okay. So this is what the skimming. Is it clear? And this is what. Okay. The skimming part. And now the coming to the validation. See, this is the application validation, rule set validation. You understand, right? Application level validation. So we'll see somehow the example from the application level validation. Suppose I have the application, I have the SBI application. Okay, this is the SBA application. We have the two layers: SBI framework. Okay, SBI framework. This is what SBI implementation, whatever it. Okay, see, in the SBI framework, have the uh, rule set. So there is a rule set EA which have the version um, like 01 to 20. Okay. So again, rule set B. Okay, which have the um, 01 like uh, 0 to up to 10. The same thing I will take as a here also, 0 to up to 10. Okay. Sorry, my throat is really irritating. Sorry for this. See, understand here. This is the framework, and this is the application which are built on what framework, right? So now I have the like here like a rule set. I will take a rule set A1. I'm just taking A1, and each have the version 01 like so whatever it 01 like 03. Okay, again the rule set B1. Okay, and again I'm taking the same version. Okay, so from here if you do the application level validation, see, for the application level validation from here A, it doesn't require as a prerequisite to B. Okay, because it's application level validation, it can use it. Okay, so also these rules can use from here also. Sorry, my throat just irritating. This is what I got muted. So you got it, my point. It doesn't ask you to prerequisite. Okay, entirely it's a build on application, right? From here automatically it will take the rules. Okay, we can use it, but when you go for the validation, okay, A1 should have the prerequisite as a B1. Okay, it just be like that. Otherwise the rule set validation, it doesn't allow to use from the B1 rules into the A1 for the what rule set validation. You got my point. Here here everybody
I'm not getting you, Santosh.
may not understand this concept, right? Application validation rules.
Yeah.
See, understand one thing. Application level validation, it doesn't require any prerequisite. Okay. See, what is the prerequisite here? Oh, shit. Poor corner. Sorry, poor corner. Shit. God. Again, here. Sorry, it's power gone. Sorry, it's power gone. So that is what. Yeah, Rame, you're asking, right? So,
Yeah.
just a second. See here, application level validation. See, application level validation, it have the prerequisite. So go your rule set. This is the rule set, right? SBI India is the rule set. This is the rule set. We have the rules stack. And see here the rules stack. This, right? See, this is all
I
in
have
your
one more doubt.
yeah.
Here in application stack, we didn't mention the patch version. May I know the reason?
It doesn't require the patch version. It's always consider major and minor only. It doesn't require.
While doing the rule
Yeah.
resolution
So
process.
when you open your access group, so it will be take here major and minor and patch version for your application. But coming here, it doesn't take it. It doesn't require here. It's not considered. Okay. See, this is the main rule set in the upper layer, the rules stack, which are can use this. See, I have the rule, some rule A here, some rule B from here, some rule C from here. If you remove, this is the prerequisite from here. You cannot use C at here at SBI India. Getting my point? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Then,
getting.
so that is what application level rule set. It doesn't require to mention it here. Doesn't require to mention as a prerequisite here. Automatically from your rules stack it will be take it. Okay,
Okay,
and,
okay. Yeah, fine.
and that is what it will be used the rules from 01 to 03. Okay, here A1 is a rule set, and this is the rule set have a rule. It will be used from 01 to 03 all the rules. Okay, all the versions you can use it. A1 can use from B1. Okay, and B1 can use A and B from the framework, but here A can use from B. It is top to bottom approach. So, clear, Ramya? Don't be confused here. Trying to understand,
Yeah, clear, sir.
because
Yeah,
it is
clear.
entirely the application level, right? We are built
Mm.
on this application, SB application, which is built on the framework. So
Mm.
automatically this application is a build. Okay, this application is built on the framework, right? So automatically this application can use all the rules from here. From
Mm.
at application level validation, it doesn't require any prerequisite. This is a rule set should have the prerequisite from B1 from. Okay, it doesn't require any prerequisite. It's entirely freely it can use it. That is what application level validation. Okay,
Okay.
coming to the
Yes.
validation, rule set validation. When you open your rule set, and for the rule set, if you just give the rule set validation, it must and should we have to mention what rule set it prerequisite. Okay, you must and should mention its prerequisites. Then only it will be we can use the rules from the into rule set as by into rule set. we can use the rules SBI into rule set into the SBI India. SBI India rule set. You are confusing here at Ramya or clear? My throat is my throat is irritating. I can't explain you well. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, Sweta and Jyoti, did you understand this concept? Validation part, application validation, picture validation.
Yeah, Santosh,
Yeah,
one question
yes.
is in which scenario you will be using application validation and Ruleset validation? Is it like in each and every scenario? Like, can you give a scenario based?
Yes. See, suppose uh, this is what entirely in the real time generally we'll see. Okay. Suppose I do not want to use the rule set which are not applicable or which I do not want to use it. Okay, I want to use. See, there is an application which have the multiple rule sets. I do not want to use it. I wanted these two only. Then I will go to the application level validation, rule set validation, sorry, and these two I mention as a prerequisite to my rule set. Then ultimately I can use these two only, whatever I mention as a prerequisite. Is getting my point? This is
Yeah.
see in the real time we have the big structure, big layers, okay, big number of business logic. In that case, that we can see generally, but here we are not going to implement as much, but we should know what is happening, how we have to be configured. Okay, see here I do not want to use it. I just want to use these two rule sets. Then I will mention as a rule set validation. So whatever it I want to use, okay, entire the application level, then I will go to the application level validation. Okay.
So, whenever you're creating an application,
Okay.
is it mandatory that we need to clearly define these
By default,
application
it
validation?
will be as an application level validation only by default.
Okay,
Yeah, we do not need to mention it. By default is the application
okay.
level validation. But if you want
So
to
as you
restrict the rule set, then you will go to the rule set validation.
So as the
Santosh,
project proceeds, in the middle, if you have any rule sets to be removed or to be added, we can come and add in the rule set validation.
Yes, we can add it. We can add it or we can remove it. We can add it here, whatever it. Okay, it is not the different application. Just a minute, I'll back. My throat is irritating like anything. Just a 1 minute. They tell me you are asking something. See, we can give it as a prerequisite if you want to use it, or else you can remove it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we can add it
Santosh,
multiple.
at a time can we use only one, either application or rule set?
Yes, only one, not both at a time. Only one.
Then by default, application validation is there, right? Once the
Yes,
application is
by default we
so
have the
only
application level validation.
Okay.
Okay, and that is what. And coming to the another thing I forgot to explain, production rule set. This production rule set, how you give access to the external operator. If you give the mention here the production rule set, and we have to open that what access group. In that access group of the operator, go to advanced. We have the option to give the production rule set. We have to give here, and then this operator have the access. Whoever the access group of this admin, then they have the access to access this production rules. Production rules. Okay. So this is what. So got it. The differences between measure and skim and application level validation, rules and validation. So here, when you go to the here and application tools and the validation, and we'll do validate it. Okay. So we can select validate an application, validation rule set. So which will be valid. So any other rule which have the at runtime, it will get any validation error or anything. So it will be checking it. Any errors are there or anything. So it's everything clear. Then we can move on it because
If
we are configuring it at what design level, not at runtime. Okay. So and while it running it, it will be checking whether it have the proper prerequisite or not, whether have any errors or not. So it will be checking it validation part. Okay, we have to check. We can check here at validation. Okay,
what errors will be thrown if like
is
validate an application, say reset, what is the error? Like what is the possibility of error?
the errors is nothing but the rules which are not under this prerequisite or under this that application level. Suppose I have the rules ABC. The rule set we have the ABC rule sets. I'm using A from the C rule set. Okay, see, I don't have the rule. I don't have the rule in the C. Something have somebody has deleted or something. So in this case, while I do the validation, it will be shown the rules have it error something. It doesn't show you the message. It show you the rules which have the invalid rules. It show you the invalid rules here. But at design time, while we using it, it will show you the error message, right? The rule whatever we are using, you don't have the prerequisite for this rule set. You commonly will see this error message value configuration, value the configuration. You got my point, Jyoti? You understand?
Yes.
You have
Yes.
seen this error message, right? That rule doesn't have the prerequisite rule set and its version to use that rule. So commonly sometimes that you see in the real time. That
Yes.
is this is the case. This is the case. Application validation or rule set. It might be miss the prerequisite and all. So that is what it will got some kind of errors. Whether it have the
Yes.
two types. Whether you the version. Okay, you cannot use one version to another version. It's a okay if you are using 02 version into this version, it doesn't allow it. Okay, we have to copy that rule into the 02 and you can customize it. So that is what to be do in general in real time. Okay, so this is what maintaining the application at design time, at developing time. Okay, and today what we have learned, we have done like uh, match okay minor major and minor skimming and this validation part, and what is the classes and production rule set, skimming manner or just like sorry. So this is what to be have completed on today topic. So is it clear? And major skimming and minor skimming. And tomorrow I will explain rule set, rule resolution, that algorithm, how it will be applicable, and all that is basically. Okay,
Okay.
how to create new version here and configuring application rule sets. How we do the configure rule sets? This is what we have to mention the prerequisite at application level. This is what rule set stack. This is what rule set stack. This is what in the rule set stack. This is the upper layer, upper level, top level rule set. This is what below. Just one. So I always will go to the first top level one, and that is what. And operator have the access. We'll go to the operator. It's not here. Then we'll go to the profile. When you open that operator profile, it is coming blank. Yeah. When you open it operator profile, this operator have it the rules stack. See, this is the rules which have the different applications. SBI India, and this is what roles. Now we can see this. Okay, operator have the this many access rules stack. Why we have to mention for this operator? Because we're giving the access to this operator. Okay,
Santosh, can you please wind up now because I have to catch my bus in a couple of minutes now.
this is
I'm
what
running late.
this is what yeah. See, if you open any of the operator profile, you can see number of rules stack. In the rules stack, we have the number of rules. Okay, these rules we given the access to this operator to work on these rules. Okay, so this is what generally you see. Open your application profile, and you can see the number of okay the rules stack for this operator.
So there
This
are only how many rules set stacks we have generally?
that is we are not we can up to how many we can configure. It doesn't have any limit.
Now we are having only showing rule set stack for two, right? Rule set for the these are the for the operator and for the
This is the rules.
application.
This is the rules. The rules for the operator. This is for the rule set. The rule set which are from the different layers. Different layers. Okay.
Santosh, please can you wind up for now because I have to catch my bus.
You asked me to stop as of now.
Yeah, yeah, because I have to catch my bus at 9 and it's already 8:20.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, you can leave. I just stop it to this topic only. So I am not going
Thank
more
you.
forward. I am just explaining this. That is what I mean. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Bye. So Ramya and Jyoti have any doubts on today's session as of now?